Hello, and welcome to Baby That's Cont, special edition, Taylor's version.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joseph, the one you all love to hate online.
And I'm Kip, and I forgot to think of one.
He's the one you all hate in person.
So true. Um, Today we are excited to be ranking our favorite tracks on Joseph's favorite album.
The Tortured Poets Department. Bow, 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 bow.
And we are breaking this into two: the original release and the release right afterwards anthology. Well, I just think it's interesting because when this came out, I think the feedback I was seeing online was that, we were ready for a little bit of a break from Taylor because we had been getting so much with Folklore and then with Evermore and the Eras Tour and the re-releases. And so I would say there was a tiny bit of fatigue when this album was released. And I think it speaks to how high quality the album is that has really grown and cemented its status as a great album.
Wow, what a great, insightful message.
Thank you.
Me,
Well,
I
because,
just
I
like
mean,
it.
it took a while to grow on me. It really did. I was like, I was a little eye rolly. Like, I don't know if I need this. But now I love it.
Yeah, I think when a lot of the first lyrics came out, I think everybody was cringing a little bit. Like you're lying if you said you weren't.
Yeah, I agree. Especially just the title. Like,
Yeah.
this made me roll my eyes and think of our former biggest fan.
Yeah. And then it was so many songs that it's like I truly my take was I'm gonna listen to the first album, the whatever you want to call it.
First half, shall we
Yeah.
say.
So I listened to that for like a week or two, and then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna listen to the second half. And that made it easier for me to take in, so to speak.
Yes. Well, and what is so interesting is that I think we both think that the second half is stronger.
Yeah, according to my ratings. Not that the first half is bad, but I feel like the first half just is more poppy vibe versus the second half is more songwritery vibe, which I think we like better.
Yeah. Based on my rankings, they're pretty evenly ranked for me.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, I only have one skip on the entire album.
Wow. I think me too, maybe.
I wonder if it's the same one.
Oh my god, wait. I don't think I put any skips. No, I did put one. Okay, because one thing that I learned is that you could think you don't like a song, but when you're really sitting there listening to it, they're actually all pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. But the other thing I learned, the reverse of that, is you could think you really like a song. And then when you're really listening to it critically to place it somewhere, you can realize that, oh, it could have used a little tweak to rank it higher.
Yeah, that's what's hard is it's like, as you might see, some of the ones that I really like are maybe like not the best songs, but I do really like them.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it, shall we?
Okay. Usual disclaimer, this is our opinion, which is allowed to be different from yours, and that's beautiful and natural.
And we're fans, so please address your hate to others. You know what's so funny is like people who have done like Matt and Bowen or Joel or whatever, they just like their way of dealing with like the hate is they just don't read the comments because they just say like you just can't read them. And well, I would say I don't read the comments, but then I would say you read the comments and send them to me.
Well, to be fair, we're probably not getting as many comments as they are.
Sure, but more than I expected recently. I expected
Yeah.
zero.
I think
Got
reading the
several.
comments is fun because it's like, first of all, it's usually like you didn't really listen to what we were saying.
Yeah. Well, of
Um,
course not.
yeah. And second of all, they're not like you're an ugly fat slur. So it's like they're not that bad comments.
That's true. Not yet. But our time will
Yeah,
come if we make it.
that's true. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first song on the album, we are going to go in order, is Fortnite.
Yes. When I first saw the title of this one, I rolled my eyes because I thought it was about the video game,
Well,
but I
that's
don't
called
think it
free
is.
marketing.
For me, this song is perfectly fine.
That's exactly what I rated it as.
Yeah, I think it's a good song. I'll sing along to it. I never skip it, but I'm not obsessed with this song. It just is like a good song.
I like when she says, I want to kill her.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a kill him or
And
her?
yeah. And I love you. It's ruining my life. Like,
Yeah.
mood.
I think I was really worried about the Post Malone feature,
Yeah.
but it was good. Didn't ruin anything.
Remind me his part.
I think he just sings along, like the chorus.
Mm, yes. Backing vocals, if you will.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think it's fine.
Agreed. Okay. So moving on, we have The Namesake, The Tortured Poets
Yes.
Department.
Yes.
As you know, I don't like this song, but this is one of those ones that's where I was like, okay, I don't like it, but then when I listen to it, I'm like, it's not as bad as because normally I do skip this song, but it's not really like a bad
Oh.
song. I just skip. I just don't like it that much.
For me, I really like it. I think it's supposed to be about Maddie Healy. Um,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. What I love about it is like it's so fun how she says things like I think some things I'll never say, like who uses typewriters anyway? Like when you're sort of dating someone who is like you can tell it's not going to work and they're annoying you, but it just for whatever reason serves the purpose to continue for the moment. I think it's a
yeah.
very good song in that context, which definitely happens to people.
This one definitely has the cringe lyrics that I sent you. Like we smoked and ate 7 bars of chocolate. We agreed
Yeah,
Charlie Puth
but
should be a bigger artist.
I know I thought she was being like funny on purpose.
Huh. Well, I never thought of it that way. And you know, I never will. um,
My comments on it is that it goes on for too long, and then there's too many like references. Like you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patti Smith. Like I
this
don't know
ain't
who
the
those people
Chelsea
are.
Hotel. We're modern idiots.
Yeah,
I do like
right.
when she
It's
says she
like
switches it to "we're two idiots" because I'm like,
yes,
I agree.
yeah.
Okay, well, I rated it
So
perfectly fine. What do you think?
well, I had it as classic Taylor, but I think I accept perfectly fine.
Okay, we'll put it at the top for now. We'll go back into each category and then re-rank within each category at the end.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. My boy only breaks his favorite toys.
My boy
This
only
is my
breaks his
one skip.
favorite toys. No way.
Yes.
I like it. I think it's good. Um,
Shocking. This is one of the Taylor Swift like she is the only credited writer of this song, of
mm,
which there's a few on the albums, but this is one of them. Fun fact.
that is a
I
fun
guess I
fact.
hate her. Just this one, it gives me 1989 derogatory,
Okay.
which so originally 1989 was probably my least favorite album, but I really do love the Taylor's version actually.
Mm,
But this song, I just feel like it doesn't go anywhere. It just is very repetitive to me
yeah.
and slow.
I had it in perfectly fine, but I would accept it's not for me.
Okay. Well, I won't accept anything higher than it's not for me. Well, okay. Yeah. It reminds me of Out of the Woods a lot, um, which is also not one of my favorite songs. So maybe that's why.
Oh, I really like Out of the Woods.
Iconic. Well, see, this is
Um,
why it's okay to have different opinions.
so true. So true. But it would be fun if for once we had the same opinion.
Well, okay, last time I feel like we did have one shared. She did her big one. Oh, we should have explained the
You,
tiers.
well, if you've been listening along, which you better have, then you already know the tiers.
Okay, well, maybe some people don't like Fearless and they only wanted to watch this one.
Well, they could be wrong, but they could do that.
I do feel like Fearless is the banger album.
I
Um,
know.
well, anyways, the tiers are S tier is She Did Her Big One, like top 10 songs of her whole discography. Classic Taylor is our A tier, which is like really good. B tier, perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it, just maybe it's not our favorites. Um, C is It's Not For Me, which is our polite way of saying we don't like it.
But that is not skippable.
Yeah, it's not a bad song, I think, but I don't really care for it. And then our F tier is what we call skip, which means we're most likely going to skip it when we listen.
Yes. Nicely done.
Thank you. So next up, we have Down Bad.
Hmm. So a little
Um,
down tempo before we get to our track 5.
yeah. This one I do like. If I think about it too hard, I feel like it's a little cringy, but
I guess that's like where we fall or where we differ is like for me, if it's cringy, it's good.
well, I'm just like down bad crying at the gym is like that's like a lyric you could not believe was a Taylor Swift lyric.
Yeah, but then like, you ever been down bad crying at the gym?
I don't think so. Cause
Real
like
ones know.
if I'm really down bad, I ain't at the gym, honey.
I just had a period of time when I was like in Idaho where anyways, I was down bad everywhere and I just would have to be at the gym sometimes. So I can relate to this lyric.
I just also feel like maybe it is a play on words, but the like generally accepted meaning of down bad means like you're like really simping obsessed with someone.
Yeah,
So she
that's
uses
true.
it kind of different.
Well, I had down bad in classic Taylor.
Okay. I did put it in classic Taylor also.
Oh, okay. Well, you were
It's just
not
not my
speaking of it
favorite.
positively.
I hey, I might like it, but I am gonna give it my critiques, and that's what I got.
Okay. Yeah. Ultimately, my favorite part is like, so fuck you if I can't have us.
Yeah, this is one that's really bad to listen to the, censored version or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah, well, that's I just looked up the lyrics, and I think it did pull up the censored version, and it's like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it says, like, "So what if"
Yeah.
instead of the F word. She really be do putting
This
a lot of F words in there these days.
and she also puts a lot of effort into recording the censored versions for her young fans, and it's like, she's gonna be 40 soon. I feel like she needs to just, like, the parents need to be in charge of the kids. I mean, she's
Yeah,
35, but you know what I'm saying here. 40
I was
soon-ish.
listening to this album with my niece because she likes Taylor Swift, and she's, like, 7, and one of the songs came on, and she goes, "My daddy says I can't listen to this song." I'm like, "Oh, skip, skip it."
Kids are so funny because it's like, this is the perfect moment for you to listen to the song, diva.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not gonna tell if you don't.
But she told. Oh my
Well,
god.
she's a rule follower.
Yeah, that's good. We're running low on them in the world.
True. Alright.
Okay, so now we move to track 5. So Long London.
To me, this is the big one.
This
She
is the
did
big one.
it.
Yes, I agree.
This song,
Oh
like,
man,
absolutely gagged me when I first listened.
what about it?
Well, for one, I do love when she roasts the ex-boyfriends.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's a fun way to do it, like, she's moved on from the naming them eras, like Dear John or whatever.
Yeah, well, that was too much.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes, and I like in this one when she says, "And I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free."
Oh
And
yeah.
she says like she sounds like so broken.
Yeah,
Love that. Also feels relatable to my life in some ways.
sure. I agree. I love, I left all I knew, you left me at the house by the Heath, um, which is like a fancy rich area of London that most tourists don't really get up to. Um,
I thought that was
but it's
like the fireplace.
see? No, it's referencing Hampstead Heath, which is like a
Oh.
really big, beautiful park with ponds and stuff. They freeze over in the winter, and then people swim in them in the summer, even though they're freezing cold.
Okay. Well, it doesn't sound like the worst place to be left.
No, it's not. It's not. But if you're rich, every place you could be left is nice. So then the bar goes up.
Yeah. Also, it's like you have a private jet. You could go
I
anywhere.
know. Well,
I
and
know
she does.
I'm just making fun of it, but I think it does have a lot of fun wordplay in it.
100%. Um, and at first, when I read the title, I was like worried because obviously London Boy is such a fun song. And I was worried that,
Ride around in my scooter.
yes, I was worried she was going to not be allowed back in London or whatever by herself. And no, she's just sad because she loves the place so much. And he obviously resonates with her being that he's British.
Yeah. Oh, it's just such a good song. Like makes me want to listen to it again.
Yeah, I've listened to it a lot in these past few days in preparation for both a
Yeah.
my trip. By the time this comes out, I'll probably be there, and two in preparation for this.
Yeah. I will say this I think this came out like right around when I was quitting my job.
Yes,
Um
quitting your job tomorrow.
so this song was very I feel like it was a nice way to be like, okay, goodbye to this era of my life.
Yeah,
And
that
also I
makes
was
sense.
really upset that um they let me give all my youth for free.
Well, no, honey, you got paid.
Well, yeah, but felt
That's a
like for
job.
free. See, we could agree.
Yeah, we can agree. So rare, but we can.
True.
Okay. But Daddy, I love him. I mean, what a great title.
Not afraid to reference or not reference.
Yes. For me, this is classic Taylor. Like, this song is so good.
Um, okay. I put it perfectly fine. It's just not my
Hmm.
favorite to sing along to. I think it
Really?
gets a little wild to be like, I'm having his baby. No, I'm not.
But you should see your faces. That's so fun. I want to sing that to
She gets
everybody.
kind of wild in this album.
I know it's fun.
Okay, I'm willing to put
I
it at
just
the
think it's
bottom
funny.
of classic.
Okay, because I think it was about when she was meeting. Well, unclear. It could have been about Maddie or about Travis, but it is really funny that like to picture her telling her parents she's having a baby with either one of them like 6 weeks in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's like that her parents truly didn't like who she was dating. I think it was more about like the fan reception.
Maybe.
And she wrote it like into this. She says something like, ugh, I don't know. I'll have to look it up later and send it
Nice.
to you.
Nailed
Okay,
it.
well, there's so many lyrics. Like, I wasn't gonna write a full dissertation on every song.
I know that's the hard part.
um, what did she say? It's in the song. It's like they raise you up to cut you down and whatever.
I just learned these people only raise you because they
Hate
hate you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the one where she says like something writing soliloquies I'll never see.
Yeah.
It's like about people writing like
Sanctimoniously.
all the stuff online about her,
Yeah,
allegedly.
that's definitely true.
We do love to judge as a country.
Well, yes. We have nothing else going on.
um, yeah. So okay.
Okay, I accept your ranking as classic Taylor.
Thank you. I do realize I forgot to add one apparently because Florida is not
Um,
next.
oh, well, that's okay because Fresh Out the Slammer is not for me.
So okay, so this is one that I thought I didn't like, but then I did.
That's good. What do you like about it?
I don't know. I didn't write any notes.
To me, it's just too slow. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
um,
Let's put it here for
yeah,
now so I can revisit.
yeah, it's just like not. I don't resonate with this song. I don't really know what it's. It doesn't hit for me, and it is too slow, and it's not my
Doesn't
favorite.
it have a good bridge though?
Well, she's a bridge queen, of course.
I don't know. I think you're right. It is slow. It is one I
It has
typically
moments of
skip.
picking up, but not. Yeah,
It's like I think I said this to you when you're looking at a 2-hour track list and you're like in the car. It's like sometimes you truly do just want to skip through to the ones you really like because
yeah,
otherwise you won't ever get there.
that is true. But at the same time, sometimes you are happy that there's ups and downs to get you through your long journey.
True. Um, so okay, I'm fine with leaving it somewhere in here for now.
Okay, it's definitely
This
not
is
for me,
one that
but
like I can't even hear in my head if I think about it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know the words. I don't know
okay, then this
how
is
it
not for you.
goes. Okay, you're probably right. But I do like it better than this one.
That's crazy. That
Well,
is crazy. Okay, Florida is so good.
I agree. This one for me is
Um,
classic.
yeah, it's classic for me too. The only critique I have is that I don't know why it's on this album.
Well, where else is it gonna go?
I don't know. Next one?
This actually feels like it should have been on like Evermore or Folklore.
Yeah. It's kind of giving what's the one with like the Heim sisters?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
what it's
I
called.
love the song and like I'll scream it. And the Florence part is so good. Like this is a top tier song to me, but it just doesn't quite fit the album to me.
Yeah, I am glad it's there though.
Oh, I'm glad it's there too. What would we do without it?
I don't know. Um, that's all I got to say.
Okay, same.
Okay,
Okay.
Guilty as Sin. I love this
Um,
song.
you do?
I think this is my favorite song. Well, So Long London and this are my top two favorite songs of this album,
No way.
of this half.
Oh my god.
Maybe even both halves. I don't know. It's hard to say. This one I feel like I knew you wouldn't like.
Okay, well say why you like it.
Um, I don't know. It just sounds like kind of sexy and like longing. And as a gay person, I like the concept of like, without ever touching his skin, how can I be guilty as sin?
Oh,
I just think it's
okay.
fun.
Metaphor vibes.
Yeah.
That's good. I see what you're saying. I didn't hate this song. I had it imperfectly fine for me to be clear, but I'm willing to accept it in classic Taylor.
The thing is, I don't think it fits the description of classic Taylor, but I do feel like it fits like an A or B tier.
Yeah, I guess like I don't know. I just don't like the metaphor of guilty as sin. I'm like I don't want to be thinking about church.
I guess that makes sense, but I don't think of it as church.
Well, some of us are more damaged by our upbringing than others.
Okay, well, that's what therapy is for.
Yeah, I know. I gotta find a new one.
Okay, well, we'll leave it here for now.
Do my teeth look really white, or am I making this up?
I can't tell because I have your picture really small because I'm using this screen.
Okay, so we're gonna say yes.
Well, chat, what do you think?
Also, I just switched barbers. I upgraded my price point, and I'm very pleased with my results.
Oh, I'll have to take a look more up close.
Yes, and he's a handsome gay guy with big biceps. So,
Oh, can't believe I'm cutting your hair.
okay, moving
Who's afraid
into
of little old me?
Little May.
This is one that I thought I liked better than I did.
Yeah, for it's I have it in perfectly fine as well. Um,
I think I put it in It's Not For Me, actually.
oh,
But I could be swayed. I think it's kind of fun to sing, and like the witch metaphors are fun.
yeah,
I'll put it down here somewhere.
yeah. I like it. Like I never skip it. But I'm not obsessed with it. Like I don't think it would make my
Yeah,
top 10 on the album.
agreed. Okay, I Can Fix Him. No, really, I can.
Um, oh, this is so funny. I must have forgotten to rank that one.
Well, you know what they say. If you forgot about it, it couldn't have really mattered.
Yeah, I agree with it's not for me, clearly.
Yeah, I think that's where I put it. I've just been moving them out of the corner, but I think I wrote that too.
Yeah,
It sounds like a little
because
too
it's
westerny to me.
yeah, it is
Derogatory.
slow, and yeah, I agree. And then I can fix him. No, really, I can't. It's just like, okay, then do it. Quit talking about it.
It's like she's a little
Let's
too
see your results.
yeah, well, it didn't really work, did it?
Well, no.
I mean, I don't know who this one is about, but it do seem like she's working overtime on Travis Kelsey, and then it obviously didn't work on Maddie Healy.
I think it had to be about Maddie.
Yeah.
I mean, do I really know? No, but Travis was
Well,
like, I don't think he was problematic the same way.
chat, what do you think? I'm sure he has his things, as we all
Well,
do.
I was gonna say, who does that?
That was my one Wicked reference I could sneak in.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not for me.
yeah. Okay, I need to look up the lyrics to this one to comment.
To which?
Love of my life.
Oh, this is one I thought I didn't like, and it is slower, which I feel like we tend to rate lower. But when I gave it a real honest listen, I rated it actually perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's where I have it as well.
I think this one is like it starts slow, but the payoff is really good, but you really have to like commit to get there.
Yeah, I agree. So I would rank it lower in perfectly fine.
Yeah, I can hear the bridge. The bridge is really good. That's what stands
Hmm.
out in my head when I think about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Did you see that there was like people online saying that like Taylor Swift invented bridges?
That's not true. They've had bridges since like the 1500s.
Yeah.
That's how they get over
Uh,
the rivers.
she does know how to do a good bridge or two. Call her Miss
Yes,
Bridgerton.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, I saw this tweet that I had had the thought in my head and I wish I had tweeted it. But the tweet was I thought labubu was the new word for lobotomy.
I saw that too.
But I had had that thought when I saw labubu and I'll never get credit.
That's funny. Now it's I say Labubu Delulu, like just as an added way of making saying Delulu more fun is you just throw
Yeah,
Labubu in front.
that is fun. I'm gonna have to try it.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I sure will.
uh, okay, this
Okay.
one
Okay.
might be
I'm excited.
controversial.
No.
I can do
This
it with
is
a broken heart.
she did her big one.
Okay, well, I ranked it perfectly fine.
Well, that's so bad of you. How could you do that to me?
uh, it's just when I hear this song, my brain is already picturing the Target commercial that it's going to be the background
Yeah, it is giving that and but good.
of. What's the opposite of derogatory? Complimentary.
Pop suppository.
Um,
Yes, complimentary would be the right
I could
word.
accept top of classic Taylor. The music video is fun.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's basically like behind the scenes of the Eras tour, which really fits the theme, right? Of like
Hmm.
she can hold her breath. Well, bitch, me too.
I can't believe she met Travis during the Eras tour.
Is that what had happened? I guess.
Yeah, because he went to the show and brought a friendship bracelet with his phone number, I think, to try to give to her. And then he was told that she doesn't meet people because she has to save her voice. And then he talked about it on the podcast, and then somehow it got sent to her, and somehow it happened.
That's crazy.
But I'm proud of him for shooting his shot because look what happened. It landed.
I mean, happy for her.
Why would you not be happy for him?
Well, I don't know him. I'm not familiar
Well,
with his game.
bitch, you don't know her
Literally.
either.
Well, no, but she's been like a public figure in my life for a long time versus he was a total nobody to me.
Fair enough.
um
Um. Anyways,
so
I'll accept your ranking, but I think this song to me is what like love story, what I wish it was in terms of its place in the culture. And you belong. You belong with me. I was thinking of Mariah and your controversial comment. I must say we belong together.
um
uh,
it's a good song. I don't know. Like I understand the fun of it is like, oh, it's a fast upbeat song, but it's about like faking it and being sad and
yeah.
just to me like that's not what I think of when I think like all-time Taylor bangers.
Fair enough, I suppose. I guess I just relate to it, of course.
Okay. Well, I've
Okay.
also had a broken heart and had to go to my job, Miss Taylor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who cannot relate?
I can also hold my breath. Okay. Well, we can revisit if I'm in a better mood.
Okay.
um,
The smallest man who ever lived.
it is a kind of a funny title because it sounds like it could be like a little silly children's book.
Yeah.
Um, obviously, it's a roast, which we love.
Yeah, you in particular.
This is a song that I think I don't like, but when I listened to it again,
No.
um, I rated it perfectly fine. Oh, this is one again where I said the end is really so good, but I don't want to listen to the whole rest of the song to get there.
I have it in classic Taylor.
Classique.
Hmm.
Um, I could accept that somewhere in here. What do you like about it?
It just really builds up to such a good ending, and then like it does take a minute to grow on you in the song, but it really builds up. It really delivers in the end, and then I do just like yeah love her coming after these men, but not naming them.
Well, we do be knowing, don't we?
Yeah, but also like um, this one must have been about Maddie because it's like I just wanted to know if rusting my sparkling summer was the goal. It's like that's such a good lyric.
It is, but it's also like no. It wasn't, I don't think, because it's like you think he cared that much about you that his goal was to ruin things for you. Like, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just heard or I saw this one TikTok or something that was like Taylor Swift only knows how to rhyme bars with cars, and it was like clips of every song where she does that. I'm like, oh my god, she really does. And
Oh,
this was
that's
one of
funny.
them. So I can never not think of that.
What what other words could you rhyme it with? Stars, Mars,
Surely there's a lot of words that end in AR.
superstar.
But also, like, you could pick another word entirely to then rhyme with.
Well, yes.
Like you
but
crashed my party in your rental vehicle. Or just say rental.
oh
That
my
rhymes with
god,
mental.
mental
That's a good
and
one.
dental and dental.
Sure.
Give me shit dating
Accidental.
British people.
uh
Okay,
Anyways, the ending, okay, the ending I would give classic Taylor, or maybe even she did her big one. But the whole rest of it, I don't know. Maybe I'm just an impatient
okay,
person.
yeah, that's not news to me.
Well, I go back to what I said before. Like when you're listening to 2 hours, like I'm just gonna skip through to what I know and love.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, I will accept this as lower in the classic Taylor tier.
Well, we will revisit because I kind of feel like I do like it better the Down Bad and Daddy I Love Him.
Okay. Okay. So moving, we're almost at the end of part one. Moving to The Alchemy. This song is not for me.
That is also what I ranked it as. I could listen to a little bit of it, but I think I'd probably skip it halfway through.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's a little cheesy. I mean, a lot cheesy.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
that I
agree.
have much
I,
more
I
to
did. I
say. Like, I don't want football references in a song.
Yeah, I have no patience for the song. I don't skip it, but I don't like it.
It is catchy though, which is kind of annoying since I don't like it that much. But like, it does get stuck in your head. I feel like for me.
Yeah, not
Um,
me.
yeah, fair. Okay, so last song on the original album, we have Clara Bow. I don't know how
I
you
think
say
it's Bo.
it. Okay, well,
She says it.
disregard what I just
Joke.
said.
She says it in the song if you've listened. Shouldn't say you look like Clara Bow.
Well, depends on how you're listening to it.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, I thought it was Claire Bow, but then I was like, if it's Bow, I'm gonna look like a real idiot.
Well, guess what? You did.
I
Either
still
way.
do. Okay, well, this one I really like. What do you
I
think?
really like it too. It's so good.
Okay, well, so I was ranking it A or B, or classic or perfectly fine. What did you think?
I ultimately had it in perfectly fine, but as I'm like reading through the lyrics, I'm like, maybe this is classic Taylor.
I think this aligns with what I would call classic Taylor, of like what the song is about, how it's um, written, like the structure of it. But well, I mean, I would rather listen to it than like Down Bad or But Daddy I Love Him, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. I also like this sort of well, it's telling a narrative, and I like that she gets a little vulnerable with the critiques of her not having enough edge or whatever it is. Um, and yeah, I think it's a great song.
Agree. Okay, so now that we finished the first album, should we like
Yes,
reorder?
yes, we need to.
Okay. So Long
Okay.
London, we both agree is the top of the bangers. Um
Hmm.
of classic Taylor level, my favorite song of all of these probably is Guilty as Sin.
That is crazy to me.
It's just so good. I love it. I don't know.
I'll let you put it after. Okay, I feel like it needs to be. I can do it with a broken heart. then Florida, and then Clairabo, and then you can have Guilty as Sin.
Okay. It reminds me a little of there's a song on Lover, what's it called? It's like right after London Boy, I think.
Hmm.
It's like a sexier jazzy song. I can't think of what it's called, but I like that one a lot too, which I think you probably don't like also.
Let me look at this really quick. Lover is after which song?
I think it's around London Boy.
Soon You'll Get Better.
No. Definitely not.
Death by a Thousand Cuts.
No.
False
Maybe it's
God.
before. Oh yeah, False God.
Oh yeah, I don't like False God.
I
And that's
do
a little teaser.
be liking it.
And guess which one I do like? Soon You'll Get Better.
Oh, that one is just so sad. It's not that I don't like it. It's just like I can't listen to that or I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah. I just love my little chickadees. The chicks.
Well, yes, but like the thought of her mom dying from cancer, sad.
I know, but isn't she still living?
Well, yes.
Okay. So then it's a sad concept, but not a sad reality because we know the truth.
Well, she will die someday, like all of us do.
Well, yes.
Um,
Some days feels really close.
well, it was just like also Taylor performed it during COVID. Do you remember? It was
Mm-mm.
really sad.
It sounds sad.
It was during one of those like celebrity telethon kind of things
Oh yeah.
where we got to see Ben Platt look wild as hell in
Okay,
quarantine.
what else is new? He always looks crazy, including like I've seen him in person, and it's just he's not, dressing to impress. Let's just say that.
Well, he's all about the vocals, mama,
Yes,
and
vocals to
the
impress.
nepotism.
Well, yes.
uh, okay,
um,
so then the next tier, or are we okay with this tier?
I'm at peace with those.
Okay. Perfectly fine. Tortured Poets, Fortnite, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, Love of My Life.
I'm like at peace with this order right now, I think.
Okay, what if I did this?
Okay.
Okay.
You know what they say, let them.
Um, it's not for me. We have My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, which I hate. Fresh Out the Slammer. I Can Fix It No Really Can, and The Alchemy.
Yeah, I'm good with this.
Okay. So we have no skips. Agreed upon.
No skips. I agree. No
Even
skips on
though
this
I
one.
would skip. But
How dare you?
yeah. Okay. Well,
Well,
next time, should we add on to this chart or do a new chart?
I think we need a new chart.
We're gonna run out of room.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Okay. Well, you can join us next time where we rank the anthology tracks. And you can let us know politely in the comments if you don't agree with this ranking. Or if you want to roast, I'll allow it because it's fun.
Yeah, but a roast is different from being mean. So keep that in mind.
Well, I think it's hard for some people to know the difference.
Yes, not everyone has nuance. Roast.
So true. All right. Well, so long, Londoners. We will see you next Tuesday. You can follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can subscribe and like our videos on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. at Baby That's Cont. You can follow us on our personal Instagram pages at Jojo_Patron or at Queen Kip, who is private, but he might accept if you're hot.
That's true. I'm gonna unprivate pretty soon here.
Okay. So you definitely want to be
Probably by
there
the
for
time.
that. Don't miss
Yeah,
that. Huge.
probably by the time this comes out.
And that's all. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you.